Hello everyone, in this tutorial I'll teach you how to make a Minecraft Bedrock Edition piston bolt that goes 60 blocks per second. So for this tutorial I'll start here and go in that direction. So place a block here, have a 4 block gap, and place another block there and extend it out like that. So these are sort of like the tracks where the redstone will be on top of. So you probably want to extend this out a bit so you have enough building space. So start with a little bit of gap and connect this with a 1 block gap between these connections. Have a 3 block gap there, and yeah, repeat. So this will have enough space for 2 modules, and yeah, so now with the redstone part. So grab a non-sticky to honey or slime block here, and put in that formation, then a solid block like that. Then place a repeater going into the solid block on the side, like that. And redstone over here. So the reason why there's 2 lines like this is because one of them is going to go in one direction and one's going to power the pistons in another. It'll be more apparent later in the video. So next, place redstone in the middle sections here, but not on top of the pumpkins. And then redstone on top of these solid blocks, and that's all the redstone on the bottom done. So next, place a piston on the pumpkin here and on the block across from it, and repeat here, and repeat that for all the modules that you're going to build. So now you want to place a slime block here and honey blocks here. And the reason why they're going to be honey blocks is because this will be extended and they will touch each other, so you don't want modules touching the other modules. So place 3 pumpkins here, like that, and 6 over here, and 3 here, 3 normal blocks here, make sure they're solid. And yeah, that's basically where the minecart will be traveling across on top of. So the next thing you probably want to do is to test it. So place an observer here and power it like that, and it should extend like this. Repeat on the other side, and it should go the other way. So now it's time to build the rail, which the minecart will be on top of. So place honey blocks like this, so it kind of forms a long sort of T on top of it. And repeat it for the slime. And when the pistons extend, there'll be 1 tick from the other modules, so that's why you have to alternate between slime and honey. Next, place fence gates here. Repeat for the other module. And yeah, those are 2 modules complete. So I'm just gonna chip off a bit over here so it's more obvious. And yeah, so now you just have to repeat this over and over and over again until you're satisfied or reach your destination, and I'm just gonna build it right now. Okay, so now I've 100% did this and block by block. I totally didn't use the clone command, but yeah, this thing, let's just say it ends my destination. So the next question is, how do you get this minecart on top of these fence gate tracks? So you want to place 3 iron bars like this, solid blocks over here, and make sure this powered rail points into the iron bars, and place a button on top. Line of blocks here, place redstone here, repeater set to 4 ticks here, and redstone dust here. Now when you press the button, it should do that. And now I want to kind of clip off this little area because it's not going to power any more modules. So yeah, now build down a couple blocks and yeah, place a door on top of that observer and a solid block under it, and connect it with the redstone line on the other side. So set that repeater to 4 ticks and place redstone connecting it to the observer. Now place a redstone torch over here, because now powering the fence gate so it aligns properly. And place an observer looking at the torch and pointing the redstone at the block beneath the fence gate. So when you press the button now, it should act like that. And yeah, now you could try it out with your convenient minecart. So place that there and click the button and it should go. Hey, you probably want to place a couple blocks on the other side, just so that the minecart going super fast doesn't fly out. Guess what we have to do next? Correct, we have to build it on the other side. I'm just going to speed this up for you. And just like that, it's good. So now, just like other videos, this is the part where I tell you what important information. Remember that this thing is a bug and it's really quirky sometimes, so I really suggest you have a world in creative where you're building it at the same location, same coordinates, preferably the same seed, and you should build in the same dimensions, since sometimes that also messes things up. And remember, this is probably a bug, so this could get patched like any update. So now if your minecart is behaving like this, why is the rail pointed the wrong way? If your minecart is acting like this, where it goes forward, doesn't continue, and just zaps back, well, yeah, that sometimes happens, hence why I have to remind you this is a bug. So now place redstone torches here and an observer facing into it, and this should fix most of it. And place a solid block here and pistons there. So now this thing will act a bit slower than if you don't have this weird thing happening, but it still works after you go back and it just pushes you back. And now I've usually found out that if a side works, it works, and if it doesn't work, it usually doesn't work. But you could always build on the other side as a just in case like some weird strange lag or something happens. And yeah, you could just put it as a just in case and it should work. And yes, the minecart does get stuck in a piston, but you could easily break it. This thing could technically be built on forever if your device is capable of loading like all these chunks and stuff. You could also technically build it in the Nether, but that you have to test it there since it's also really quirky over there. And yeah, technically that would make it 8 times faster. Make sure you don't fire this too quickly after other players, and yeah. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments and I'll try to help you. So thanks for watching it.